it's Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yeah, it's truth over comfort, I don't pick no side. If it shake the room a little, let the truth collide. Cause it's Marlon Speaks Live. No script, no disguise. I don't sell no lies, just to monetize. Cause the past still breathing and it never dies. Yeah, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Now the truth will rise. Yo, it's Marlon.
No script, no disguise. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Yeah, sir. Man, it's your boy Mo B. Marlon Speaks Live, and I'm back with another one. I won't stop talking. Ain't no way y'all gonna shut me up. I'm gonna keep on talking, and I'm gonna keep on sharing my perspective on all of these weak ass colonizer, all of these weak descendants of all of these weak colonizers, confused people that thought they were superior. I'm gonna keep on sharing. I ain't gonna stop. Ain't no way you gonna make me stop, baby. I'm gonna keep on doing it and keep on with my big old lips. I'm gonna keep on doing it with my black skin. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna document. I ain't turning down for nothing. We gonna keep on doing this shit. Ain't no way we finna turn down. So yeah, I got one of my brand new channels I just subscribed to. The young goddess, she has a channel called The Melanin Academy. And look, this is just a PSA, a public service announcement to everyone out there that's seeing what's going on right now, that's living through these experiences and want to document your perspective on it. We need you now more than ever. Now is the time to share your experiences and your perspective on these things. It don't matter if the video gets 1 view, 2 views, 1 million, 2 trillion, it don't matter. Share your perspective. You know, trust me, the people that shared in the past, they wasn't popular. And a lot of these, you know, our historical figures that we celebrate during this month in America, this country is so wicked. They want y'all to believe that they was just a handful of people that had perspective on what was going on. Trust me, it was a few that got through. They wish they could have suppressed all of the ones that was sharing their perspective on what they were going through historically. A few snuck through, and they got, you know, Sojourner Truth and all of them. They got more traction. But trust me, I'm sure every one of our descendants, if you are a descendant of slaves, what another word, FBA, Foundational Black American, but basically if you are a descendant of a slave here in this country, then your ancestors had a perspective on their lived experiences. But I'm sure everybody didn't get that same lived experience that people like Sojourner Truth or Frederick Douglass got, where they might have been exposed to more white liberal people at that time, which ironically were the Republicans. If y'all don't know, the Democrats of today are basically the Republicans of yesterday. And the Dixiecrats of yesterday, which were the Democrats, are now the Republicans. They just basically just put on different clothes. That's it. They switched from Crip to Blood and Blood to Crip. That's it. But they the same spirit. They represent the same spirit. So yeah, I got a brand new channel that I wanted to share, like I said, and here it go. The first, I got two videos. I'm gonna share both of them, and I'm gonna add the links to both of them in the description.
Like, I don't understand. People who voted for him 3 times are all in an uproar because he. Yeah, because why are they all shocked? Like, I don't understand. People who voted for him 3 times are all in an uproar because he posted a a racist video of the Obamas. I mean, this man has been racist all of his life. He has had lawsuits filed against him since the 70s, okay, for housing discrimination. This is not new. I mean, anyone over the age of, I would say 30, has to know that his image during the 80s and 90s was laughable. Laughable. He was kind of the character that was always on those, what do they call, like the Sun magazine, the tabloids.
National Enquirers.
With some crazy story, you know, going back and forth with his wife at the time, or ex-wife. It was just, you know,
he was a clown. Like, let me just say it like I want. Goddess, I remember this clown. Everybody our age group remember this clown. We be in a grocery store, we look down, we see this clown every day. You know, and there's no mistake why he was, you know, on all those tabloids then and why he the president now. These Europeans always worshipped money, and they always worshipped an image, not lived experiences, an image and money. So they've been worshiping him. They've been envious of him. They've been wanting his lifestyle. They thought his lifestyle should be their lifestyle. That represents their lifestyle. Even though their wife might be redhead and fat and no teeth, you know, they out there on the farm. They looked at him like, okay, we at least got a, you know, clean cut white dude with a beautiful wife. That's me. They was living through Trump. A lot of these white men, they've been idolizing him. They've been like laughing at him, but they've been really laughing with him. They ain't really been laughing at him. They've been laughing with him. They really like Trump.
For no reason, and here we are. So Tim Scott, look at Tim Scott. And he's still trying to give him an out. Hopefully it's a...
Yeah, he giving them an out, just like a lot of these rappers did or do. Yeah, because I remember growing up, Trump was, the rappers looked up to him the same way that these white men did. Envious. And I remember almost feeling like that, but then I remember when Tupac kind of snapped me back to reality. Like, you know what? F Trump, you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that Pac, you know, lived and shared his perspective, because he woke up a lot of us brothers to what was really important. And I believe Pac would be the president if he was still living today. We would need somebody like Pac, a revolutionary, somebody that's going to flip everything inside out.
Hopefully this is not real. It's real. You know it's real, Timmy. You know who you're in bed with. My grandma used to always say, when you lay down with dogs, you're going to wake up with fleas. And this feigned disgust, there has been a history of the mischaracterization of black people in media, in food, in packaging, in cartoons, in all types of ways. And it's bland, it's seasonless. It's like, that's all you got? Something you've been doing for the last 100 years? This is the Jim Crow 2.0, and you're supposed to hurt? This is supposed to hurt us? It only makes you look childish and immature, a grown man. And I use that term very loosely. And if this is how you communicate and conduct yourself publicly, we can only imagine what you've done privately. All these white folks that are just in an uproar, oh my gosh, girl please, boy please. The white passivism is something that has been studied. It is when blatant, unignorable racism is pushed in their faces. They have to be performative. They have to respond as if they're expected to respond. But privately, they know this is happening all the time. All the time. Just like the someone tweeted or made a post about, can't we just go back to regular police brutality?
That's supposed to mean, can't we just go back to police killing black people? And I'm sure that's how these liberals, these liberal white folks, this is how they think. And all of the Republican and MAGA people. But yeah, they want to go back to regular police brutality because they love to see us getting brutalized. That's supposed to make them look so tough, make them look so, to keep us in our so-called place. When really our place is the beginning, the original. We are the parents of all humanity. We should be worshiped damn near. Not necessarily worship, but we should be held up there as the beginning of humanity, period. We should be revered by all man.
They know what's going on. They know. It's just when it impacts them, it makes them uncomfortable, or it gets into their lane. White pacifism is the overlooking of systemic racism. White pacifism is not speaking up when they witness it. White pacifism is saying, well, man, he didn't mean it that way. Maybe it's AI. Yes, even black people engage in white pacifism, giving them passes for behavior that there is no excuse for. So don't pretend you don't know who you were in bed with. You laid down with a dog, a mangy mutt, with no creativity. We all know who creativity comes from, don't we? Don't we know where creativity comes from? The creator?
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you who you are. You know who you are. You define who you are. Stuff like that rolls off my back like water off a duck's ass. They know who we are.
Yeah, they know.
And very soon, the last will be the first. And don't you think they know that? Pay attention and stay connected to community.
That's real talk, sis. Goddess right there, man. So if y'all don't know, which like she said, y'all know. But if y'all want to act like you don't know, we are the spiritual component of all humanity. We are the glue. We are that thing, that cohesiveness. That's what we represent. We don't represent what our white brothers and sisters represent. We don't represent what they represent. We don't represent conquest, and we don't represent trying to conquer and compete. That's not a human trait. That thing where they say humans are natural. No, we're not naturally competitive. That's a European thing. It's not African at all. It's not from our culture. Our culture is more spiritual based. We have to be. We didn't have all of the resources that Europe had. All of the crops and all of the domesticated animals to thrive and to create all of these different people that could create real, very complex society, even though we have very complex societies, but they were based on what we had readily available in Africa at that time. And you got to think, Africa is about 4 different climate zones. So Northern Africa is more aligned with Europe. So that's why a lot of agriculture originated in Africa, and it spread all the way through Europe and to Asia because they're in pretty much the same climate zone. So a lot of that climate zone, which is moderate, has a lot of different, a whole lot more different things that help their societies to be what those societies are today historically because of the climate zone. Now, when you go to Africa, since we don't have all those climate zones, we basically trying to beat the sunlight, the sun. You know, the sun is the natural enemy and the source of life at the same time in Africa. So that's our main thing coming from where we come from. And this melanin represents a shield, and it also represents that thing that keep us spiritually connected. Yeah, if y'all don't know what this melanin does, it opens up your third eye, the pineal gland, where melanin is created from. And that's what they call the third eye. That's what we represent spiritually. We represent what that pineal gland is. And that's all that is God. It's called awareness. And, you know, a lot of us, we know they use the term being wake and things like that. And it's like they know. And that's what that lady said. They know, because to attack being awake is to attack awareness. And awareness equals that pineal gland. That pineal gland represents melanin. So it's all connected. So yeah, let me share this second video from the Melanin Academy. And I'm gonna add both of those links in my description, so y'all can go over there and subscribe to this. It seemed like a brand new channel because she only got 51 subscribers, and that video I just played, like 15 views. But see, this is the reason why I want to make this video, because no amount of views validates truth. It's actually the other way around. Your truth validate the views, and it don't matter if it's 1 or 1 million. If you can add perspective to one person's life outside of you spreading it, as long as the truth spread, it don't matter how slow, it don't matter how many people. A lot of times, this most popular content be a bunch of lies. People want to be lied to in this culture that we live in. So, you know, to not see the truth, you know, to not see the truth being popularized is actually, it actually aligns with this culture that we live in. This culture we live in wants to be lied to. So you're not going to see too much of the truth being popular in this culture that we live in. All you're going to see is a bunch of lies that people monetize. Lies equals money. You know, to dramatize anything in this culture, it means money. Even a serial killer, being a serial killer can get you money. Doing the worst things in this society that we live in can actually get you a whole lot of money. Calling a black person a nigger, you know, calling you know, messing with Asian people if you white, you know what I'm saying? It only works if you white for the most part. It only works if you white, or if you so bold that you just don't care about nobody and you black. That's the only way it really works if you black, if you don't care about nobody, especially your own people. That's the only way that works if you black. If you just don't care about nobody and you not, you know what I'm saying, you're not ashamed to say that. So yeah, I'm gonna share another one of this lady's videos if I can get it. Let me see. My bad, y'all. I had this queued up, but okay, here we go. Here we go. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I just gotta do one more thing. All right, I got both of those links to those videos in my description, and y'all go over there and check them out at your leisure. And yeah, like I said, here in this video that I'm about to play is actually the motivation for this video. This lady inspired me. I got down in her comment section and I let her know how much she inspired me, just to give her some motivation if she was, you know, thinking about not, you know, continuing her journey, because I only been doing this for consistently for about a month and a half, not even 2 months yet. So to be where I'm at now, I'm very proud of myself. But like I said, if y'all been liking and enjoying those former Black Panther videos that I've been reviewing or reacting to, that man got 6 videos with 44, maybe going on 50,000 subscribers now. 6. And I share in his success. You know, I feel like his success is mine. And that's how Black people, that's how our spirit is naturally, how it naturally is. We share in others' success. That's what we represent. Sharing in it. Not being jealous and envious and feeling like we have to, you know, compete. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real difference between Blacks and whites, you know, in a racial component, but really just Europeans and Africans, you know, and it's based on them having all of the things that I was mentioning earlier, all the different things that they had. Basically, they hit the lottery as far as having everything just aligned perfectly. But what you have with those people, them Europeans, is they actually, it's excess, you know. They just so used to things, and so, you know, they love to try to hurt and attack other people. You know, they have some type of a real bad black dark side within them. And if y'all don't know, white represent the dark. If you are white, you don't get that much sunlight. You know, they even be able to attract sunlight. Being in Europe at that time, you had to lose your melanin, right? So they have a dark side because they can't take too much sun. They need low amounts of sunlight, and that's perfectly fine for them. That's what the not having so much melanin represents. Not, you know, not being able to have to take too much sunlight. But where we at, we get a whole lot of sunlight. So we are the sun. We are the light. They are the dark. You see what I'm saying? So that's the flip side of what we represent. That's the actual flip side of what we represent. And a lot of people don't understand that. They see light or white people and they think the light, but no, they actually are the dark. You see dark people, that's the light. So yeah, let me play this video for y'all.
Child, they've been rewriting history since the beginning of time, which is why I'm writing articles, finishing my dissertation, and doing videos as historical evidence of the truth. Sojourner Truth delivered her speech, Ain't I a Woman, in 1851. And here I am in 2026 reading it again. Had she not written it down, I wouldn't be reading it today. Exactly. And she was just a Black woman seeking equal rights. Mm-hmm. We all need to become historians now more than ever. Child, they've been rewriting history since the beginning of time, which is why I'm writing articles, finishing my dissertation, and doing videos as historical evidence of.
The process is so beautiful, man. Like, I watch all of my videos multiple times, many times. I'm checking the audio. I'm looking at the quality. I'm just enjoying that part of it. If somebody catch on to anything I say and are motivated to start their journey on, you know, documenting their lived realities and, you know, creating whatever content you make. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I don't enjoy. I enjoy popcorn type of content. I enjoy all types of content. But me, myself, I'm into documenting. I'm into documenting how I feel. I think it's very important, not even for just for myself, for my future generations. You know, I remember telling my brother, I got a brother who passed away 2 years ago to the day, right? This was the day he passed away 2 years ago. And he used to always tell me, well, he didn't always tell me. He had a profound thought one day, and he said, man, you know, everybody alive today most likely not going to see the year 2100. And I said, bro, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You going to be 125 at that year. Why would you even want to be living? Like, bro, I said, bro, all you could really hope for is that your ancestors are still going to be here. I mean, your descendants are still going to be here. And, you know, by that time, maybe you should have a great grandchild, because our daughters the same age. They'll be 9 this year. So I'm like, you know, by that time, you most likely have a great grandchild that's here representing, looking just like you, talking just like you, walking just like you, and is the proof that you were still here. And if you document, you know, on your social medias, and, you know, if you have a great, you know, imprint, a digital imprint where that they can, you know, digital footprint that they can look at, you know, from this time to then, you know, I'm sure that would help them out tremendously. So I said, man, that's the best you could really hope for, you know, just documentation. Just like what this lady was saying about Sojourner Truth, like documenting, you know, ain't I a lady, you know what I'm saying? And I think probably from that time, they probably was trying to mock her, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that they knew how powerful it was, but I'm quite sure that Sojourner Truth in her time was not accepted as well as she's accepted now. So that's why I said, man, like, if y'all thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or, you know, just any kind of social media documentation, man, start it, man. We need more of y'all now. And don't listen to naysayers. I had a commenter get into my comments today, matter of fact, and tell me that actually I'm going to share this comment with you guys. I want to document, like I said, I'm documenting. So I'm going to document this guy comment on the video. You know, there's no telling, I might lose this, but I'm going to document. I'm going to pull this comment up where y'all can see it, and I want y'all to be able to see this. Yeah. Let me pull this clip up. Yeah, check this out. What'd he say? It's that last part of this comment that you know what I'm saying, really kind of like made me say, okay, all he gonna do is motivate me. I love when, you know, I've been getting it my whole life. If you black in America, especially in our generation, my generation, post civil rights, you know, pre Obama, like, you really understand how to take bad energy, bad comments, people talking crazy about you, you know, and channel it into good things. Because the good thing about our generation is that words didn't necessarily define where we could end up at in our life. We could, you know, still have opportunities. We had way more opportunities in my you know my upbringing and in my young adulthood and up to now than my parents did. You know, my parents was the beginning of having any opportunities though, and my parents took advantage of them. You know, and I'm so grateful for that. You know, but when I look at overall, you know, a lot of these opportunities that we've been able to take advantage of, they have, you know, we've been having a lot of hurdles. And you hear stuff like this. That last part where he said, this is why you don't have that many subscribers. You aren't very educated. Yeah. He wanted me to internalize that and maybe bow down and not keep going. But I'm going to actually use this comment for fuel, to channel, to help me to manifest. All you need is bad shit. You know how to take bad shit and turn it into good shit? That's called recycling. And if you know how to recycle, that's called energy. You need bad shit. That's all of the oil and all of the natural resources on earth. They are stuff that was in the ground, dirt, dirty stuff powers this whole world. Even the sun is something so destructive. So destructive. But our field force around the earth that allows that sun to come down and channels that into what we call sunlight, it's way more destructive before it hits the atmosphere of the earth. But that's why I say, man, God is so great, because to have this discussion and to be able to understand what's going on in this world is God. For me to even be able to be talking about these things, it's amazing to me. And so this whole journey of being a content creator, it represents all of these things. You need bad shit to make good shit. You need these kind of comments to make you great. And that's basically what I feel every time I get a negative comment. You know what I'm saying? It's the best thing in the world. The best thing in the world. I love it. I love it. I love it. Without it, I know I probably wouldn't even still be doing this. But yeah, here I am, halfway subscribed, exactly halfway monetized, 2,000 watch hours, 500 subscribers. I'm right on par. So I don't know, you know, this stuff not linear. You know, it's just, it could be tomorrow I'll be monetized. You know, I'm not here for that. I'm here to share my lived experiences and to take what the universe is giving me and channel it and share it with y'all. That's it. You know, I don't have no exact rhyme or reason for why I started this channel exactly. I do know the majority of why I started this channel was to get out my head. I had a bunch of recent deaths. And so the people that I would normally talk about these subjects that I share, they are my ancestors now. My big brother, my mother, my father, my little brother. Yeah, so most of my immediate family is gone. So I would normally call them and talk to them. And after I talk to them about whatever, I wouldn't think to do no video. But that's what I'm using you guys for, as a way to get out of my head, as a way to share perspective. And hopefully, you know, I get some good comments, you know, bad comments. Like I said, I welcome them too. Because my older brother, he would always challenge anything that I thought. So he was kind of like playing devil's advocate all the time. And I really appreciated his thing, because he would get me upset a lot of times. And that really, really, really made me think. And so, believe it or not, you know, I'm not against white supremacy type of ideology being shared on my channel. I support it. You know, So come one, come all to my channel. I'm not one of them, you know, people that gotta delete comments that's not aligned with my, you know, unless it's a direct attack. I don't play that. So if you get down in there and directly attack me, that's probably gonna make me block you. Other than that, if it's just a different version, different ideology, I support it. But yeah, this is just me, this creating a public service announcement of, you know, anybody that want to continue, that want to share their lived perspective. And it don't matter, like I said, anybody. Right now is the time, but especially if you are black in America and you are descendants of slaves, we need your voice now more than ever. We need your voice now more than ever, because we have we are actually historical evidence of crimes. That's what we represent. We are historical evidence of crimes, and this country wants to silence us. Tried to silence our ancestors, so you know they want to silence us. Yeah, because they want us to not only be quiet, they don't want us to even think about the past. So trust me, these videos, books that we write, just documenting what's going on right now and how we feel about it is so important. Don't let nobody tell you, you know, who you are, how you interpret what you going through. That's for you to do. It's for nobody else to tell you how you feel. You know, y'all get into my comments, man, and share what y'all feel about this video. Share what y'all feel about, you know, documenting your lived experiences and why you may think it's important or not. You know, like I said, if you white supremacists, you might feel like you shouldn't be talking about history. You shouldn't be talking about what you're going through. You should just, you know, you should just be thankful. You should just be happy. You know, be happy the devil blessed you. You know, be happy the devil, you know. So yeah, I like I said, if you feel like that, get into the comments too. But like I said, this is mainly directed towards my melanin having, black American, descendants of slaves. We need your voice now more than ever. It don't matter if it's with your, especially if it's with your cell phone. Because I noticed them videos get more traction than even these kind of videos. So I do those too. You know, I create content whenever I feel like it. So it's no rhyme or reason when I create content. But I plan on doing more videos, more pre-recorded stuff. You know, I'm just experimenting. I'm having fun. And if y'all thinking about doing this, get in it and have fun. Enjoy the process. Enjoy when it's two people watching you. That's what I see on my people feed now. I see two people. That motivate me even more to talk. You know, don't internalize the numbers. You make the numbers. The numbers don't make you. Don't never feel like being popular is what validates you. Actually, it's the other way around most of the time. When you are very unpopular, guess what? That's usually where that truth is. That truth is hidden a lot of times. The lies is exposed. The lies are very popular. Yeah. But yeah, y'all go check out the Melanin Academy. I just subscribed to her. She got 51 subscribers. Y'all become the 52nd one. Become the 53rd one. Get her all the way up. She about to go. I don't know how many videos that she got, but she got it. She got it. She got the energy. She got the message. She got it. And yeah, I'm supporting her. I got into her comments and I told her, and I gave her some wisdom, some inspiration, and hopefully some confirmation to allow her to you know, create more content today. We need her now more than ever. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'm out of here. This your boy, Mo B, Marlon Speaks Live 1.
it's Marlon Speaks Live. Yeah, I'm saying what they hide. History uncensored, let the real survive. Yeah, it's truth over comfort, I don't pick no side. If it shake the room a little, let the truth collide. Cause it's Marlon Speaks Live. No script, no disguise. I don't sell no lies, just to monetize. Cause the past still breathing and it never dies. Yeah, it's Marlon Speaks Live. Now the truth will rise. Yo, it's Marlon.